Mission 3, Regional Express. Welcome to Gemunden. This service is running fast to Aschaffenburg with stops at Lohr Bahnhof and Heigenbrucken. So, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dovetail Games Train Sim World. So today, taking the DoppelStock Wagon, the double-decker train, and heading to the west today. Heading to Aschaffenburg, which is the main station in the route. So go straight to driver's seat, get train set up and ready to go, and make our way down to the west. So brake heater on, reverse to forwards, load passengers, or make sure we open all the left-hand side doors. Okay, guess not then. Hang on, where's the switch? That's the doors release. Where's the switch? That's you. There we go. Unlock left side doors and open, and set the destination here to Aschaffenburg if I can get that. Not in service. Go through all of them manually. Shouldn't be too much to find. There you go. Aschaffenburg, Lohr Bahnhof. So that is the destination set. Should be on the front. Should be on the sides of all the carriages. Looking good. And then, whoops, if we can get to the back of the train, please. Without lagging out horribly. We should see on the back here as well. Yes, we do. And of course, a few passenger services also appearing throughout the map, although it's one without the destination board. Right, so it's service today, not looking too bad. It'll be a fast train, as it says, with 2 stops en route. It's about a 40-minute long service, as you do spend a lot of time in the more rural parts of Germany. But other than that, it should be a nice and simple journey. I'm not expecting too much out of the way. And the weather, looking pretty good. So that we don't have to worry about too much at all. Doors are locked. Release the brakes. And let's get going. So brakes released. Power up. And off we go. 10 kilometers to Lohr Bahnhof. Get there at 17:44. It's about 9 minutes. Got to do 10 kilometers in. Thankfully, with the weather right now, no rain, no snow, none of that stuff. It's just clear running through the entire journey. It's got a train to our right-hand side, actually. Not sure if you're a passenger train or an out-of-service one, but well, yeah, actually, you can kind of see your destination board or spot it in the window momentarily. You are going to, I think you're going to Aschaffenburg as well. I think we cut back on the throttle slightly, going a bit too fast. You are going to Gemunden, actually. So you're going to the large station like halfway through this route. Now, unfortunately, I do not have any AFB for service, so it will be a manual controlling throughout with my throttle and brakes. But that shouldn't cause any hassle for me. As long as I know where the signals are as well as the stopping points, it'll be a simple breeze down the track. And of course, if the signal goes yellow, then I just need to remember that I need to slow down for that. Something I've not always done with my previous services. Right, so 110 kilometers per hour is the line speed right now. Going 107. Maybe a little bit more throttling, just keep it going. Fortunately, curved track does allow us to kind of tilt into the turns. As a result, kinetic energy is not really going to go anywhere. Slightly uphill, so put a little bit of throttling just for the sake of power. Once the track does straighten out a bit and we leave the main city itself, where we are, then the line speed does increase slightly, and we do go into the valley at higher speeds. At this point in the map, actually, we also go parallel to the main road, so that's something you also get a chance to enjoy. So as I say, today's service takes us right across the entire map. First time in the mission to actually come to the east end of it, but yeah, it'll be a really long service today. Not too much going out of it. There we go, 2 kilometers next signal, 8 kilometers next station. Speed going a little fast, so bring the power back up now. Being in the corner as well, being in a turn, train will slow itself down slightly. Should be enough to bring it back down to the speed limit. Looking at the time right now, 17:44 got to arrive at 17:38. Almost looks like the timings won't allow us to get there on time, but I'm fairly sure that, again, once we do leave the city, which looks like we're actually about to do right now, we can then go full throttle, bring the train up to maximum. Yeah, so this is the road that goes parallel to the track for the entire journey. I'll go to a nice, there you go, nice raised bit. Yeah, we're looking good so far. The speed limit has also increased. Anything else I'll need to really look into? Headlights, those have all been set. We can set them to bright if we need to. Instrument lights is fine. Cabin timetable lights we don't really need, so we have the cabin lights turned on. Everything's looking good. Emergency brakes if required, aka if I overshoot any stations. Again, that's fairly unlikely for today. Going downhill, but a little bit of braking just to slow us down. We just mind if we're going a little bit faster, just gives us more time at the station once we do arrive. And going 130 kilometers an hour, that means we're doing about 2 kilometers a minute, actually. Yeah, 60 kilometers an hour would be 1 kilometer a minute. And so going double that, should mean that we're actually doing a very good speed at the moment. Very good speed, very good timing. Hopefully the brakes on this lurk isn't too bad, but looking at the rear end, this is the this is the more modern 143, sorry 146 even, DVBR 146. I mean, now the brakes on this should be pretty good to slow us down. Right, 5 kilometers to go. More throttle in, and brakes can release. Let's just quickly reset the throttles into brakes while active. There we go. Speed now goes up to 150 kilometers an hour. There we go. Bring back the throttle a little bit, but not too much. Again, just keep the speed going. Around 20 to 40% seems to be a nice number for that. Now, in a moment, when you start thinking about braking, since we're now within 3 kilometers of the next station, Lohr Bahnhof. While I'm on this fairly straight long bit, I will check the line ahead of us for any other trains. Well, yeah, we're in the Northern Branch. Well, as it stands, this line we're on right now is absolutely clear of any services. I mean that there will definitely be no red signals at any point in this journey, unless it's a case of towards the end of the service when you need to cut across a different platform. Also benefited by this is the fact that with no other services, we don't have to worry about any any deadlock situations where too many trains in one area can overload the entire system. We're going in fairly fast right now. A bit too fast for my liking. Again, because of these brakes, we're not going to have any issues with slowing down whatsoever today. I release all the brakes. Yeah, we're now coming in really slowly. In fact, about 2 minutes early, so I'll keep it at the speed, which gives me better time rating when I do arrive. Platform's now visible to me, just ahead of us now. These are fairly long, so I can basically stop anywhere on this entire stretch. Now entering the station at 50 kilometers an hour, which is about 30 miles per hour. My UK speed entry for stations. In this case, now playing with the brakes. Slowly bring the train to a halt. Right about now, actually, yeah. Right, maximum brake it. Yeah, train can come to a halt here. Door on the right hand sides and open. Passengers on outboard and deboard. While we're here, since we'll probably have a couple of minutes after the passenger loading thing has ticked over, we may get to find a map. So I don't think I've been to this station yet, so Lohr. Let's have a look around. Yeah, there's a map on the ground as always. It's 4 out of 20. Coming up, platform building seems fairly clear right now. Nothing on that side. Maybe something over here. Yeah, ticket machines here, but that's not what we're looking for. Roadsides, there is nothing. Yeah, nothing really to look at here. Right, back over to the main area. Got the bus station over here. There is a map I can get onto if I should quickly take the stairs. We have a couple of seconds if we need to get back to our train. That's fine. So we'll go for this map, 5 out of 20. We've got a bus station here. One bus waiting for people, although doors are on the other side. With that being said, yeah, this is a European vehicle. Doors on the right hand side. If it was the UK, they'd be on the left. But besides that, that seems to be all of the collectibles I can now find. Got another bay platform over here. One doesn't look like it's been used in a little while. And we've got about 4 seconds until we need to depart. So if we just teleport to our train cab, lock the doors, brakes will release. Whoops, wrong way. And then, yeah, bring power in. There we go, another train just ahead of us, although we're on separate tracks, so he won't conflict with us. Oh, you're a freight train, so you're not even stopping yourself. Yeah, you're in the middle track here, the passing track. So, next station, Heigenbrucken in 15 kilometers. We need to be there in 12 minutes, which means basically full speed for most of this bit. Heigenbrucken being the station we've probably actually been to the most so far in this DLC, as it's quite a major station, halfway in the route, so it's a good place to use as a waypoint dovetail games here. Yeah, actually very much in the middle of the map. We're on the windy bit for now. It does straighten out though very shortly. And then, yeah, from Heigenbrucken to Aschaffenburg, it's then just a straight line basically for the rest of that. Going uphill, so reduce the power, but not completely. In fact, we do need to slow train down a lot since we are on the fairly curved bit of the line, so you need to bear that in mind. The last thing we want to do is derail the train, so if I quickly reset the throttle and then put some power in, just keep the train at speed without accelerating, so about that much throttle. And that should keep us going then until the line speed picks up again. Like I said, this is the twisty tally bit, right through the centre of the valley. So we're expecting things to slow down a little bit. Road on the other hand, still very much going along us. You never know, one day I might actually come here in the real world. I mean, I've seemed to have done that for a couple of my trips. Whoops, I wanted to go trackside camera. Yeah, I seem to have done that for a couple of my more recent trips and plans. So, I mean, the most notable one probably be going to Lemnos for Arm of 3. Before the Great Western Express DLC came out for Trains and Worlds, I went on the Great Western Main Line, That was a bit of fun. Yeah, and actually another thing I want to do actually is probably go to La Rochelle in the south of France. So basically, who's seen the Sky reboot of Das Boot? I watched it. I loved it. I mean, telling the story from the German side of World War II, it just puts a whole new perspective on everything. Especially because the sailors on the U-boats in La Rochelle, they weren't particularly like Nazi Germans. They were all French people that were just working for the Germans at the time because they'd been captured. And yeah, it just really brought a whole new spin on things in the film, in the TV series even. I do need to go back and watch the original film at some point. But yeah, I definitely try and plan a trip to La Rochelle at some point. It's a shame that the weekends Ryanair flies there, the cheapest one is also the same time I'm in Athens. So yeah, I think we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, La Rochelle's on my list. Lemnos will do soon. Besides that, where else do I really want to go? As I always say, I want to go back to Helsinki and to Lappeenranta in Finland during the winter, during Christmas. So that I'll try and sort out. I've got, with the stuff I've already taken, I've got 11 days of holiday remaining at work. If I can save 10 of them, that would be perfect. It means I can realistically only take 1 day off work between late May and late December. That's June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months of work with 1 day in the middle. Maybe a long weekend somewhere, we'll see. But as I say, besides that, yeah, everything's pretty calm. And then probably next year, and I'm not going to take her, because the only reason why I'm saving 10 days, as I say, is I want to do a 2-week trip to Finland. Otherwise, I'd easily have another week at hand and then a week somewhere else after. So, just because I want 2 weeks, is the only reason why I'm saving it. And of course, because I want to give a Finnish winter a go. My friends out there all want me to enjoy the negative 20 degrees of God knows what happens out there. And it just seems like a fun little idea. I mean, in the UK, we barely get any snow, so I want to see snow, real snow, for once in my life. And Finland, with people out there, yeah, it's the easiest way I'm going to be able to do that. My word, what am I going to put myself through? What have I agreed to? Come on, Drawyah. Come on. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Right, we need to slow down a bit. But the road below us, yes it is, because something curved out from underneath the track. And it certainly wasn't another track. Yeah, it was another road actually meeting up to the main one, probably heading towards a different town that. So my guess is there probably won't be much of an invisible wall, or if there is, there'll be a gap nearby that we can go explore. I'll look into it later. I do like my Train Sim World invisible wall gaps, and so yeah. Speaking of which, on the, I think it's this weekend actually. So this weekend or next weekend, the London Festival of Railway Modelling at Alexandra Palace, DoppelStock Games will be there showcasing trains. Oh, yeah, it's next weekend actually, because I remember we looked into if I could go, and the answer was no, because I was coming back on a Sunday from Poland next week, which means that I won't be able to make the show. So yeah, next Saturday, Sunday, Friday is the London Festival of Railway Modelling. And if you're interested in Train Sim World, if you're interested in Hornby, if you're interested in Roco, if you're interested in all the railway modelling in DoppelStock Games, then yeah, definitely go out there and check it out. I did it last year. It was a very fun event. And yeah, one I'd very much recommend. Just I won't be there this time because again I'm in a different country. Yay. And actually speaking of that as well, like I said, on Sunday I'm flying out to Poland where I'll get a week to myself there. That doesn't mean that there won't be a Train Sim World episode. I'll just have to record it a little bit earlier. Still, that shouldn't matter too much really. hopefully one out there. Maybe try and get 1 or 2 videos done as well. We'll see. Don't know if I'll ride the outer sand this time. That's something I did last time I went to Poland. Ride the outer sand between my nearby town that has a bus station, Tarnogrod, towards what was it? Rozenica Las? Wola Rozenica Las, that's it. The nearby forest in the middle of nowhere that had a bus stop for some reason. And it was just a case of walking back to Tarnogrod to get another bus and then ride back to the village I'm staying at. I must say, actually finding an outer sand out there was a pain. Because the fact that they're retiring them all now, they're all old, modern buses have come into the country with Poland joining the EU. They just don't become so viable anymore. As a result, they're all being scrapped. So, while it's a bus I've got good memories of, it's one that I won't have too much chance to ride on ever again. Which is why I did say in the start of the video, possibly ever for the last time I get to ride it. We'll see. We'll see what the future brings. I mean, the outer sand's always been a running joke in this channel. So, it's a nice way to kind of hop on one in real life. Anyways, you guys are more interested in my trains, aren't you? I mean, service so far has been pretty simple. Timing-wise, we're doing very well. I mean, we've got, I'd say, yeah, 2.5 minutes to get to the next station. We're 2.5 kilometers. Technically, we can do the next 2 kilometers in a minute. Because again, we are going at 120 plus. And it's just a case of slowing down towards the end with, again, very decent brakes that the 146 provides for us. I do love the slow coat, especially by giving us the modern train at the back, not the 143. It's a train that's not so much more easier to run, although it is a lot easier to run. It's a train that's just it just feels nicer for me. I much prefer the feeling of riding the 146. Alright, in a moment we'll start the braking. Bring the train to 100 and we'll bring it to about 50 kilometers per hour to enter this platform, which is similar to what we did at the last station at Lohr. Use the brakes. Doing 90 now. Station is visible. Platforms are in view. Back to her higher braking. And release again. That brings to around 50. There you go, 56. Bit more braking, so entering the main bit of the platform. Now we will be stopping at. Right about now, we can then maximise the braking. We've not yet. Looks like they want us to go right up to the end of this platform, rather than just halfway down it. Well, yeah, because actually the station building's there, along with the few houses in this town. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that they want to come to this position. Few passengers waiting on the far side platform. Not particularly sure why, bear in mind that we're the first service here. There is that train behind us, although he won't come for a couple of minutes. Right, so I check the map. Where is that loco that we saw departing at the same time as us? You will be behind, but by how much is the question? Presuming he's even going this way actually as well. It's not you we want. We could have split off down south for all I know. So there is actually a station or something going on down here for him to have stopped at. In fact, yeah, what is that going on down here? It's not a pass route I've seen before. Could be a station, just could be an exit point. One day might be worth a look actually. Points that are usually automated, currently manually down there. It's an interesting find that. Head downstairs, see a map already. And everything else. Not too much going on down here actually. We need to go back to our train anyway to lock the doors, so Yeah, let's just teleport back in, really. Close doors. Brakes are released. The next station, which will be our final station of the day, now Aschaffenburg. Let's bring some power in. No, not yet. Whoops, wrong brakes again. So we'll hold the release valve just to recharge them. Why isn't the throttle going up this time? I'm not sure. Pardon me. Alright, let me try this again, shall we? Doors are locked. Brakes are released. There you go, throttle goes up. Obviously didn't charge them enough for that. Right, 17 kilometers. We've got about 10 minutes to do this in. 10 minutes, great. Does also have confirmed that most of the section will then be at least 120, 150 kilometers per hour. Bring down the throttle actually, since we are going a little fast. Which one's desk lights? There we go. Just so actually the see the controls a little bit easier. So it did require them in the end of the tunnel. Yeah, once we leave this bit, it's a little bit straighter before making the home run towards Aschaffenburg. So this is part of the routes that we do normally drive on with these missions, as well as did a few runs on during the original live stream, if you can remember that. No, actually, I was going to put a bit of braking slow down, but the speed limit has increased to 120, so we'll put power up instead. And we're going to do it early, just because the throttle ain't quite reset. So there we go. Cut back on the brakes a little bit. We're going a little too fast. And actually, yeah, downhill on a 0.2% grade. Sorry, 2% gradients even. It's actually a very steep bit of track this for a train. With no friction. We're just going to spend a lot of this time sliding down the tracks. So brake management will definitely be key. Keep the train going. We're balancing between 1A and 1B. Whoops, nope, I want to release the brakes, and some use the downhill gradients to speed up a bit. Another freight train passing. There you go, about to 119, brakes back to 18. Up through to 120 actually, so we'll go to 1B. And there you go, that kind of puts a little bit more power in the brakes, just to hold the train down a little bit more. As I say, it's basically just balancing the brakes now between 1A, which kind of just holds its current pressure, and 1B, which very slowly releases air from the brake valve, and just basically just makes the train go a little bit strong on the brakes. Not by much, but it's those tiny little adjustments that I'm trying to work with right now. And for the most part, it seems to be doing alright for me. You know, it's 2.1% graded now, so it's getting actually a bit steeper. Yeah, that was a quick passenger service also going on the other tracks as well. Station coming up, passing through this one. In fact, this is the station we commonly go to in these missions. Yeah, so that was Lauthak, which was the station we normally go to. Seeing that the track has now leveled off, we are slowing down. Release the brakes, give it a few seconds to recharge, and then put the power into accelerator again, back up to 120. We're into 130 now, speed has increased. Only 10 kilometers to go, so not particularly long left in this service. And then we bring it to an end. Got 6 minutes to arrive now. Yeah, 6 minutes to arrive, not particularly long. Working a little too fast now actually, so yeah, brakes just to work with that. Release, brakes 2, put pressure back in, and release. And while it is a downhill gradient at 0.7, we're not really accelerating by much for us to really need to, actually yeah, take that back, we do need to slow down a bit. Yeah, where's AFB when you need it? My favourite systems in the German train. I wish more UK trains actually had a similar system, where you basically just set the speed you want, throttle to max, and it does the rest. Very much an easier way to drive these things. Alright, a bit of throttle in just to get us back up to speed. So, speed limit line has increased. Actually, yeah, we'll go up to it. I was just considering whether or not it's worth it. Given that the station isn't too far away now, Aschaffenburg. 'Braking, 2 kilometers to go now. That will be using the throttle at all for us. This fact, we do need to change a few points and track sets, so maximum braking. Just to restart slowing the train down fully. One kilometer, 100 kilometers per hour. So we'll be doing that in 10 seconds. Which means maximum braking. And yeah, station is now visible to us, so we will ready get for that. Not sure why I spoke those words backwards, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Right, into the passenger platforms. So a little more for the points. Looks like there'll be left hand side, so I'll get that ready as well. And there we go. Welcome to the main station of this route. Brakes go up. And now train will slow down, ready for the end of service. Doors open. Alright, so as always, I can always make a guess that it'll now ask me to turn the train off and get ready for the end of service. So full service to that, turn the key to off, wait until 10 past. Got about a minute of exploration. But normally they ask me to clear up straight away, so maybe there's more going to it. Maybe there's more I don't know. Well, the underground bit here at Aschaffenburg, which is a lot grander than most actually, I must say. Very much wider, very much cleaner. Don't see any maps to go and touch. Oh yeah, there is actually one at the end there. And then another lift and set of stairs, which we cannot actually go to. Ah, come on. I want to see what's over the other side. I want to go to Aschaffenburg city centre. Come on, Dovetail. Don't obstruct my freedom. Freedom to roam the map. I've actually walked past another map over here, speaking of them. 8 out of 20. And heading up the stairs. Go to the main ticket office. We've got a hazard cone placed on a crack there. Okay. Hazard cones. Now we know. Can't leave any of those sides, so I can't actually get to the vending machine either. Come on, Dovetail. And yeah, back onto the main platform area where our train is based. Alright, gets complete. Set train to off. Brake key set. Disembark, climb down, and head to that. And there we have it. Regional Express from Gemunden to Aschaffenburg. Now level 38, level up on the line as well, level 6 and level 2 on the 767 766 DoppelStock Wagon. Yeah, actually quite a fun journey that overall. Very much united to the long distance, but with a few stations in between. And she's going up to fairly high speeds as well, 150 kilometers an hour, I think was our maximum. So, overall, yeah, I'm quite happy at that. We're very happy indeed. We've walked a kilometre, and then we go 51 kilometers we actually drive. So, I left the map about 60 kilometers given all the track, which is pretty good for a Dovetail Games Train Sim World map. I remember initially when they were around 30 each, they were a bit low, but they're definitely starting to increase that. These newer maps are definitely getting longer and longer. But anyhow, that is the end of today. So tune in next week for another episode of DoppelStock Games Train Sim Worlds, where we'll go through the 4th mission of Main-Spessart Bahn. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe. I might try and stream some Train Simulator on Saturday or even Sunday morning before I fly out. So if you're interested in a bit more trains from me, I'll try and do something this weekend. No promises, but very likely, very likely. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.